If
What
you're a
about
genuine person, they'll
I
what
think
always
about with
reveal
regard
themselves to you.
to what about with regard to relationships when it comes to like men and women, right? Because what I'm thinking is, I was talking to a guy today, and it was kind of like a semi coaching session, but I think that when I talk to guys or when I hear their sentiment, and like for example, when a conversation comes up about marriage or something, um, because guys are not necessarily scared of marriage, it seems like they're more or less scared of divorce. Most guys today would prefer to be single in a situationship. They don't want a relationship because they don't want what comes attached to it. So, like for example, what I'm finding is that more men are moving like they don't want to get too attached to women, but they like women. But they don't want to get too attached to them because they don't want the emotional aspect of what comes along with a relationship and all of the other requirements. They just prefer to keep it kind of like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm
It
saying.
is.
Like lifetime bond.
Anton, you one of the rare people I know who possess this trait like I do, and I think you do it better than me. You know how to compartmentalize every relationship in your life.
100%.
You don't one size fit all your friends. That's why you to have friends for 20, 30 years because
I
you
got a guy that I've been friends with since kindergarten.
fan. Because
Kindergarten.
I don't expect the same shit that I expect from every friend. I don't expect the same from them. I know one friend, this nigga can't fight. If we got into a fight, he didn't help. I wouldn't be mad. Like you just got to know the people. And it is what Slim was saying. We are using each other, but we can do it in a good way.
You're not
Yeah.
you.
I know Slim is good with fixing on cars. So when he called, I could talk him out the ledge about divorcing his wife.
Well, the thing about it though, 2K, is that some guys they can like a girl, but they may once the girl cross a certain threshold, a lot of times they'll just cut her off completely because they don't want to get too attached to her. They don't want to like fall for it. They don't want to fall in love. They don't want to get into that any of that.
I mean, men are scared of marriage, like he said, simply about divorce. And not because she will leave them, but more so what will be done to them in the family court system. More so the fact that he will be kicked out of his own house during a divorce. More so that the kids he has been seeing every single day, now he has to beg and plead the judge to have 50-50 custody. Because best believe most women in a divorce are not saying, your honor, I want my baby daddy, my ex-husband to have 50% custody with me. We share the kids 50-50 and I don't want any child support. Maybe 1 out of 100 women will say that. Most women in divorce are going to ask for full custody, child support, spousal support, alimony, taking the house. Like they will try to take every single thing from a man. So most guys are not just scared of divorce, but more so what happens after divorce in the court system, in the family court.
Only time I
They
ever did
limit
that,
they limit their interaction with them so that it's almost like a protection mechanism, right? So that they don't put themselves in a difficult situation and have to make another decision.
because they're scared. Because the other day, everybody was talking about Slimmy because he didn't want to have random children, saying that he was scared. And now these men are scared of women, and that's
I
it
don't think
is.
that they're not scared of women. I think that they're cautious about getting attached to people.
It's the hell.
They are cautious of what happens when there's a breakup. They are cautious of what women could do to them if there are kids involved and there's marriage involved and they end. So their kids being taken away, child support and things like that.
Healthy fear.
I
Just
don't
like
think it has nothing to do with fear.
it is, bro. It's just like you touching that stove one time. That bit was hot. Now you got a healthy fear to know not to touch this stove or check the stove not on when you near it. It's healthy. We all need it.
If if I was to ever be single, hypothetically, because I don't need any more kids or anything like that. I don't plan on having no more kids or whatever. Why would I get emotionally attached to a woman?
Say that again.
Because
not.
Why would I get emotionally attached to a woman?
you're a human. Like stuff. Sometimes you just can't help it. Like
But why would I want everything that comes along with that attachment? You talking about
Well, you
Mhm.
can like back away, but the initial attachment, like you can't help it.
Yeah, we can.
You can help it, especially if you're an older man and you get some experiences under your belt, dealt with a couple women. You can help who you fall for, when to fall for her. If you've been in other relationships and every time you fell for a woman, things went sideways, because we know as men, the moment a man falls in love with a woman, for some reason things go left. It's like she starts disrespecting you because she knows you're in love with her. It's not going to be easy for you to just cut her off no matter how she acts. So once most men fall in love, they lose themselves in the woman, and the woman just gets disgusted and she just runs all over him.
Can't help who
but
we
that's
fall
what
in
I'm
love
saying.
with.
There's people that are limiting the attachment that comes with it because there's going to be more. There's going to be emotions and all of that other shit. And
See,
you know
what
what I'm
happens is what Anton is talking about is energy, the energy exchange. So it's like when you allow people into your life, they want to vent sometimes. Sometimes you don't want that energy. You don't want that venting. You don't want that.
Right,
You hey, we cool to kick it and have good fun together, but I don't necessarily want you pouring all your bad energy on me every time something go wrong in your life.
you got to take the good with the bad now.
Yeah. So now once I allow you completely in my life, and all your emotional energy, all your negative energy, including your positive, it's all getting poured on me. Now I got my own set of issues over here. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't
So
think
when if I allow you into this space, now I gotta take everything. You got baggage that comes with you. I
women
don't
listen,
necessarily want your baggage if I'm single and I keep you at bay. You know what I'm
listen to
saying?
Slim and women. Listen, women, y'all listen. Right before y'all give us the cooch for the first time, I need you to remember what that dude is in your life and what you've been doing before you give him that cooch. Because that's now the expectations. And what a lot of y'all do is, like Slim said, give us unwarranted energy. Like now you trauma dumping, you telling me about all your problems. But before you gave me the coochie, I was down there doing bare minimum. You was just telling me about all the good shit. Now you want me to stay the same person while you giving me more to handle.
Mm-hmm.
So
Do y'all
you
communicate that though to the women
we
if
don't
y'all
have to
want
communicate it.
somebody
Listen,
just for
if you
fun?
gave me the best you had based off of limited conversation, after the exchange takes place, I expect for limited conversation to continue.
In other words, men. In other words, most men don't want to be in relationships where women are nagging them. To me, that sounds like what he's explaining. Because I don't think men don't want to listen to women's issues, especially in a relationship. But the nagging, when it becomes nagging, or when she makes her issues his issues, or let's say, because as men they like to solve problems, right? Problem solvers. They want to find a solution to every issue. But if he's trying to find a solution to an issue, the woman told him, but she doesn't want him to solve the issue. She just wants him to listen. Most guys get tired of that. It's like, okay, if you're going to keep complaining about this, let's find a solution. She's going to keep complaining about her, workmate at work who hates her, who doesn't like her. And he's like, okay, leave the job, find a new job, tell your boss. And she's like, no, men are going to feel like that's nagging because it's like, let's find a solution. And she's like, no, I just want to vent. And most guys are like, okay, for how long are you going to be venting about the same issue? And then she would turn that issue into his and make him the issue, like he's not listening to her.
Don't
have to
change
say that to
because I
women,
gave you
though.
some good dick.
You gotta communicate that. That's
No,
all.
I don't. Like,
I guess y'all do.
You know what the problem with it is, though, Molly? You can communicate it.
don't
But
forget
I
it.
think it's this thing that's in women that the more time that they spend with you, the more they're gonna get emotionally attached, no matter what.
Thanks.
I
I don't
agree,
think that women can cut that shit off.
but I just feel like if you say something, they can't really hold it against you.
They will
Because some
forget.
They
men
will
will
hold
say
it
and
against
they'll
you.
know in their
Absolutely.
head.
Oh my God, why is this woman talking like as if she's not a woman? A woman will tell you something, actually, you will tell a woman something, and 5 years later, she will use it against you when she doesn't like you. That's why once you see after relationships or breakups, women talk about, oh, he had a small dick. oh, he's a 1 minute man, oh, he's ABCD, oh, he's broke. I'm like, okay, why are you saying all these negative things? But you are in a relationship with that man. So why were you in a relationship with him if you thought his mandingo was so small? Like, why did you accept it for all these years? Now you think it was so small and you're trying to shame him?
If they're not gonna get
They
close, but they won't say
absolutely
anything.
will. I
A,
didn't know that I was gonna fall. I didn't know that.
a side chick will forget that you got a whole main chick. I
She ain't
promise
forget.
you.
She don't care.
Well, she don't forget, or she just acting stupid as hell. But she would play like that she never knew about that woman.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
kind of like a self-inflicted wound. So
I agree.
But they can't control it.
Yeah.
They can. I don't think they can control it.
Yeah,
I don't
but
think
you
they can.
should.
I think that men. I think that men are having a harder time controlling it now more than ever. That's why you see guys can't have. It used to be to where guys had a one-off and that was it. You know what I'm saying? It was a situation. Fuck, I messed up. Whatever. Keep it moving. Now guys are getting emotionally attached to every fucking woman that they talk to.
Crash
That's
out
crazy.
university.
They are
Right.
falling in love
why
with
is
every
that?
single chick that they talk to. I don't.
I don't think so. I think men, unless the younger guys, maybe Gen Z, but millennial men are not just falling in love with every woman they're talking to, unless it's their first woman. So I disagree with Anton on that. Anyway, man, a little bit more to go in the video. I just wanted to react to the fact that, men are scared of relationships. They're not getting into relationships, and if they are, they're trying as much as possible not to get married, not to even have kids, but more so it's because of divorce and what happens after the divorce happens that they're scared of. What do you guys think? Link down below to After Hours.